This is Akashvani. The news read by Hage Ani. The government has constituted a committee headed by former President Ramnath Kovind to explore the possibility of one nation, one election. Speaking to media in Jaipur, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi said there is no need to get nervous as there will be discussions at different levels before it gets implemented. The minister highlighted that the elections for Lok Sabha and state assemblies were conducted simultaneously till 1967. Mr. Joshi is in Jaipur to hold discussions and arrangements on Parivartan Yatra from Saturday. Meanwhile, BJP President JP Nadda today met the former President Ramnath Kovind at his residence in New Delhi. The countdown for the Saturday morning launch of India's Mission Aditya to the Sun has begun. PSLV C-57 will begin its mission tomorrow noon from Sriharikota space station in Andhra Pradesh. The satellite will be placed in a halo orbit around the Lagrange point L1 of the Sun-Earth system, which is about 1.5 million kilometers from the Earth. It will take around 4 months to reach the Lagrange point. The advantage of halo orbit around the L1 point is that the satellite can observe the solar activities without any obstruction by other celestial activities like eclipse. The Aditya L1 mission is to study the solar winds and sun's atmosphere. It will carry 7 payloads to observe the photosphere, chromosphere and the outermost layers of the sun, namely corona. This will help understand the problems of coronal heating, coronal mass ejection, pre-flare and flare activities, dynamics of weather, study of propagation of particles and fields in the interplanetary medium. ISRO has invited the citizens to witness the launch of PSLC C-57 launch from the viewing gallery of Sriharikota by registering at lvg.shar.gov.in VSC registration website. This mission will be the first of its kind to study and research the sun's atmosphere, its environment and everything related to it. The 1500 kg spacecraft will carry 7 payloads to study different parts of the sun's atmosphere. These devices will study different parts of the sun, including its outer layer of the corona. 4 look directly at the sun from a special position called L1, while the other 3 study particles and fields at the same point. These studies help us learn about how solar activity affects the space between planets. The Aditya L1 payloads are expected to provide crucial information about various aspects of the sun like coronal heating, coronal mass ejections, pre-flare and flare activities, space weather dynamics and the movement of particles and fields. Astrophysicist Professor B. Ravindra from Indian Institute of Astrophysics in Bengaluru says that India will be the 3rd country in the world to send its spacecraft to L1 point to study solar corona, its flares and corona mass ejection. Dr. Suresh Dhankar, wife of Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, today launched the warship Mahendragiri in Mumbai. Vice President Mr. Dhankar was the chief guest at the ceremony. Speaking on the occasion, Vice President Mr. Dhankar said that the launch of Mahendragiri is a significant milestone in our maritime history. The Vice President said that the warship Mahendragiri is an engineering marvel with state-of-the-art features and cutting-edge technology. He said that a substantial 75% of the orders for equipment and systems of the warship have been made to indigenous firms including micro, small and medium enterprises in line with the country's resolute commitment to Atma-Nirbharta. The Vice President further said that the launch of the warship carries the clear message that India will continue to invest in her maritime power. The warship has been named after a mountain peak in the Eastern Ghats located in the state of Orissa. It is the last of the 7 warships of the Nilgiri class stealth frigates built under Project 17A. Global rating agency Moody's has raised India's growth forecast to 6.7% for 2023. This forecast is slightly higher than RBI's projection of 6.5% for 2023-24. India has recorded a growth of 7.8% in the first quarter of the current fiscal. The agency has attributed the first quarter results to strong services expansion and capital expenditures, which propelled the real GDP growth. However, the agency highlighted that food prices could remain higher due to a below average rainfall forecast in monsoon season. The agricultural commodity prices are also likely to shoot up if El Nino proves to be particularly strong in the second half of 2023 and early 2024, it said. That's all in this news bulletin. Namaskar.